gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, we back, even though we ain't never been here. We back, even though we never been here. We want to welcome everybody who's going to see this first show. It's the first episode, Controversially Correct, from myself and my co-host, Mario. I want to introduce y'all to Mario so we can tell y'all all about this show. There you go. Now listen, I want to let y'all know what this show is about. Me and my man Mario, we both love our sports, our debates, and we just love just everything, okay? And if you think that you can out-talk us, outdo us, if you can out-love us, you come on here, you type in, you call in, whatever you want to do. This is live, uncut, for all of you guys to enjoy. And trust me, we are not going to take nothing personal, so we hope you don't either, because we want you to come back week after week after week. We want y'all to come back. I am your host, Carlos Los Amor, also known as Mr. C.Y.P. or Coach Carlos, for my athletes out there. But I want to let you guys know this is the show, Controversially Correct, where we give it to you raw and uncut, and we try to spare your feelings. Mario, introduce yourself.
Mario, also known as King Nebuchadnezzar, the former king of Babylon, in a house. I'm also a track enthusiast, a professional track statistician. Get at me.
Good. Let me know. Mic check, everything good? All right, we good. See, when you got these little new mics, you try to be cute, and then the mic too far over here, over there. But look, I'm gonna let y'all know we're gonna get it started. We got 1 hour, and I'm about to press this stopwatch. See this? We on that clock. We have three topics. The topics are, number one is Sha'Carri Richardson, right? Everybody knows Sha'Carri. I love Sha'Carri. Some people don't love Sha'Carri. We trying to figure out right now, was her season a success? What I want to do first, I want to allow Mario to give his input on what he believes. I will give my input on what I believe. If anybody wants to chime in, you can. If you do not, then Mario rip my head off, I'm going to rip his head off. Either one of us will go, and we here to talk about it, because me and Mario have been talking about this for a while, and we want you guys to see exactly how live it gets. So Mario, could you please tell us, was Sha'Carri Richardson's season a success to you?
From a professional standpoint, absolutely not. From a personal standpoint, absolutely. And the difference is this: if you look at it from a personal standpoint, where you're able to make money, get press, get 2 million followers, she got more followers than every track and field athlete known to mankind except Usain Bolt. So, she was able to get the fame that she probably lacked her whole life. And attention, she probably lacked her whole life because she's not cute at all. But as far as that go, yeah, she got enough money to feed her family, take care of herself, and really look out for people around her, which a lot of times is what things are all about. Professionally, absolutely not. You can't brag about being the sixth fastest woman that ever walked the face of the earth, then turn around and losing basically any race that you win against any real competition in. You can't brag about being the sixth fastest woman that walked the face of the earth and get disqualified from the Olympic team. You can't brag about being the sixth fastest person on earth, but then one of the biggest invitational races that I've ever witnessed, you actually get absolutely smoked in. You didn't come in third, you came in dead last. And you can't brag about being the sixth fastest person on earth, that the woman that's ever walked the face of the earth, and you haven't broken, you couldn't get under 11 seconds after your ban. So absolutely not. As a professional, this probably was the worst season she probably will have in her professional career, as far as getting disqualified from the Olympic team and just everything around it. It's never considered to be a success when you run a few fast times in April, and then when it doesn't count, then you don't perform when it actually counts. So no, this was an absolute disaster, and I hope it get better for her, because she's our representation. She's the only thing that America really got. All of our other females, as far as sprinters go, ain't really doing nothing. as far as in the 100-meter dash. So, no, this was a horrible season, and I could only hope that she, learn from it and get better.
Okay. Keep him on the screen. Keep him on the screen. Do not just go to me. I want him to see exactly what's going on here. Look, since I know you. I got something to help you answer this. This is what I'm gonna do for you, right? I got some casein powder for you, right? Because I want you to bulk up. I want you to feel good about yourself. And then I got you some BCAAs because I want you to be able to recover from all the training you're gonna do to try to get with Sha'Carri, because Sha'Carri is actually faster than you. I want you to go right here. I want you to get this. I got this creatine for you too, because you're gonna need that muscle, that monohydrate, because we all know you're probably a little weaker than you used to be back in your day. We're gonna get you them JML vitamins. It's my boy company. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's his company. These vitamins will definitely help lift you up, because we damn sure know you stuck in that seat. Okay, then we're gonna get you some of this. We're gonna get you some of that pre-K. This is what I lose. This is what I use too. And it may help you do a little bit of what I do, because we all know I ain't got no problems. And then we're gonna have you doing this. I'm gonna smell you. I'm gonna give you some good smell good. So when you try to get at her, she don't just look past you because you smell like shit. But listen,
who is her? Who is her? Who is her? Sha'Carri?
Sha'Carri.
Oh man, look, let me say right now. Hey, before you even tell your opinion about her season, let me stop you right there. I don't even date women that look like Sha'Carri the way she look. I mean, if you look at anything you ever seen me with in my life, even when I was broke, I didn't have nothing look like Sha'Carri, dog. I'm being honest. You see that? Are you kidding me, dog? Quit playing, dog. Quit playing. I get you about the track stuff, but
hear ye.
Girl, that's just absolutely nonsense.
Hear ye. When this gavel get to banging, they ain't gonna get to slanging. Now listen to me, man. Now, I gotta answer the question. I told y'all gonna like this man or hate this man. That's why he's here. Now listen. Now you said a couple things. You said you can't brag about being the 6th fastest woman of all time. Listen what you just said. You can't brag about. You said that about 6 times. Audience, he said it about 6 times. You can't brag about being the 6th fastest because of this. You can't brag about being the 6th fastest because of this. You can't brag. It seems to me like her being the 6th fastest is very, very important to you, because you use it in every time that you disrespected it. Every time. That 6th fastest means something to you. It definitely does, because you keep bringing it up.
I didn't ever mention. She mentioned it on her interview after she lost to the Jamaicans. Did you forget that? She mentioned it, man.
Hey, and you remember. Now that's another part that makes it a success, because she said it literally one time. You said it more than she said it. Think about that. You have repeated her being the 6th fastest woman of all time at age 21. At age 21.
That means nothing. That means nothing to me.
Now listen. I'm gonna tell you why that means something. When she was 19, 20 years old, when she was in NCAAs running 10-7, breaking records, right? Do you think that Elaine Thompson could have beat her when they was both 20?
Oh, God. No.
Progression
happens different. Carlos, you a former sprinter. You know progression happens differently. You know, Usain Bolt at 18 was getting crushed by a lot of dudes. But him at 22 is a different dude. Everybody got their own time. All sports people got their own time. You may peak out at 28. Somebody else might peak out at 23. I guess you forgot this, didn't you, big boy? Usain Bolt ran his personal best when he was 22 years old. He never ran another personal best after he was 22. After World Championships in 2009 in Berlin, Germany, he never ran another personal best. You forgot that, didn't you? That's because this person ran fast times at 21. They're going to be able to duplicate it.
Let me rebuttal this. Y'all do realize that he named all men. He didn't name FloJo. He didn't name Carmelita Jeter. He didn't name Elaine Thompson. He did not name my girl Shelly Ann. You know why he didn't name them? Because all of them were not 21, 22 when they had their PRs. Some of them were damn near close to 30 years old when they ran their PR. Sha'Carri's 21. So all these women get an opportunity to progress and get faster. But Sha'Carri, not. We're going to compare Sha'Carri to men, but while she's in a woman's sport. I don't know.
Okay, let's compare her. Let's compare her to other women then. Let's compare her to women like at the age of 21. Oh, look at the girls from Namibia. Them girls are running killer times at 18. Come on, man. Allison Felix is running killer times. Was up there when she was 18. She made the Olympic team. Did you forget? Come on.
No. I can't forget. about Alza Felix because she was my track club teammate, one of my friends. You know, I love her. Shout out to K Ferg, and Allison, my good friends. No. I can't forget about certain things because I was there with them. So I'm just trying to figure this out because Alza Felix personal best did not come in no 18, 19, or 21. It didn't come in, but Mary Jones's didn't. Like no female sprinter that is in the top 10 all time. None who is in the top 10 all time. None of them ran their personal best when they were 21 years old. But we're supposed to believe that Sha'Carri.
I lost you for about 10 seconds there.
You didn't miss much, but about 10.7 seconds. You missed about 10.7 seconds.
Okay.
That's what Sha'Carri runs. That's what Sha'Carri runs. That's all you missed. But I find it funny though because I love you. You're a stat man. Right? So
it's all about the stats. It's all about the stats, Los.
We trying to see if you're a stat man. We a stat man, or you just taking things personal. Because I know.
Look. Don't get it. Look, man. This woman, I don't get paid. I don't get paid for being on here with you. I don't get paid for being a statistician. I do it for the love of the sport. I do it for the love of the sport. I do it for the stats. Sha'Carri Richardson could be named. We could be talking about English Gardner. We know English Gardner. You know what I'm saying? We know English Gardner ran 10.7 in 2016, but then she bombed out the Olympics and ain't did nothing since. I mean, do I have anything personal against her? No. But I do hate to see American track and field women run really good times before the Olympics, after the Olympics, and don't do nothing when it counts. So it has nothing to do with nothing personal. It's just a consistent pattern of her failing to perform. American women failing to perform when it matters. No matter how good their personal bests are. Did you forget? Hold on, let me say one more thing. Somebody from your neck of the woods. I know you remember Carmelita Jeter. She from your part of the country.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I remember her back in 2004 when she was running 11.7. But then I also remember her in 2009 when all of a sudden she came out of nowhere. She ran 10.6. She still didn't win anything. She still won one world championship, even though she was a 10.6 chick.
Hey, so one world championship is not anything. And being
10.6 woman.
Oh no.
10.6 woman.
Hey, don't forget. She also is a world indoor champion as well, and she's on the world record holding team that ran.
Nobody care about indoors.
No. But y'all care about that. Y'all care about that relay because Jamaican girls was talking about they was gonna break that relay, but they couldn't break the same relay that Carmelita Jeter was on. So it mattered before.
They had the foot speed. They didn't have the handoffs.
And they just didn't cut it. It's funny how Sha'Carri Richardson can't cut it in her 2-month career. We talking about 2 months, and we talking about
2-month career. What are you talking about?
Go ahead.
Lowe's, how she only had a 2-month career? What are you talking about? How she only had a 2-month career?
No, you said it's consistent. This consistent pattern. It's been 2 months since she was suspended and then came on back. It's been 2 months. You call that a consistent pattern in track and field?
Okay. Matter of fact, let me show you a consistent pattern. Let's go to after what she did in NCAA's back in 2019. She runs 10.75 to win the NCAA championship. But then when she goes to USA Nationals in 2019 to qualify for the World Championships, which was in Doha, what did she run? 11.2, 11.3, 11.1. She doesn't qualify for the team. Did you forget that? Okay, so that's since she's been a professional. Okay, now let's go to 2020. She ran some fast times when nobody was running. It was a pandemic year. So 2021, again, when she has the opportunity to demonstrate who she is, she fails to come through. Track and field is full of people who ran fast when it didn't count, or who ran fast in non-championship settings. That's what separates the Carl Lewis, the Donovan Baileys, and the other people out there from a lot of others. It's the fact that you got people out there who are championship performers, and you got a lot of people who just ran fast. Asaf Powell just ran fast. How many times he got a world record? How many times he got a gold medal in the Olympic or world championship setting in an individual race? How many times Leroy Burrell, who's another world record holder?
Stop mentioning men. Tell me about some women.
But track and sprint. I mean, look, women talk about equal having equality. They are sprinters just like men are sprinters. They had the same career trajectory just like men do. Why we gotta individualize it and make it seem like we don't talk about women?
You know what? I just find it funny. Because
hold on. Who is this? Aaliyah Wilson telling us, can I run that though? Listen. Hold on. This is what I don't like a lot of these track and field people. Because you people are foolish. Y'all foolish because of the fact that instead of looking at a person who is an enthusiast, who's a fan of the sport, and embracing them and looking at what they're saying, y'all take what he's saying and say, well, can you run what that person running? I'm not a track and field athlete. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm born in 1983. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm not a track and field athlete.
I got a question for you, right?
What's that?
Elaine Thompson just ran 10:54, correct?
Right.
Where was Elaine at age 21? Where was she at?
That would be what? She's what, 29 right now?
Where was she at 21?
8 years ago. I don't know where. I didn't hear Elaine Thompson until like 2015.
Okay, so
I don't know where she was 8 years ago.
That question to me shows that you can't down a person for not being what somebody else is in the future. Like Elaine is here in the future for Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri is 21 now. She got 22, 23, 24, 25, and still could mess up and then come around at 26, 27, 28, 29 and be just as good as Elaine. Elaine's playing catch up from the past. The reason why Sha'Carri is such a star is not just because of her look, it's because of how young she is.
Wait, did you say her look? Look, what about Sha'Carri is about her look? That's hot about her looks. Hey. She has nothing everything about her is fake. Her hair is fake, her eyenails are fake, her fingernails are fake, her eyelashes are fake. There's nothing about her look. I like natural women. So when we talking about me, we're not talking about a woman. Look, there's nothing hot about that. So we're not talking about her look. We're only talking about her performance on the track. I don't want to get off into her looks because her looks are not, she's not a FloJo.
Hey, there's a lot of people out there, my man, who think she hot. It ain't got nothing to do with me and you.
Hey, no, you think she hot? You think she hot? Do you think she hot?
Listen to me. I think she's attractive.
Do you think she's hot?
I think she's attractive. That's what I think. I think she's attractive.
Hey, she couldn't be my baby mama. I know that. I'm sending straight to the clinic. She can't be my baby mama, and that's on everything.
Hey, you know what's funny? I'm confused. I don't know, audience. Are y'all confused? Because it keeps seeming to me like Sha'Carri is blessed to get with him. Like Sha'Carri trying to get with him. Sha'Carri ain't trying to get with you.
I don't care, man. I'm already taken, dog. I got my wife already, dog. I don't want her. She wouldn't be my type if I was single anyway. I'm just being honest with you, man. I got different tastes, dog, and I definitely would be there. I don't care how much money she got. I wouldn't touch it with your dick. Believe that.
Hey, listen. So we only got 5 more minutes. If anybody in the call queue wants to get in and challenge anything either one of us is saying, because I say it definitely was says. Who we got? Okay, J Mac, come on in. Get J Mac in here. I know he got something to say. What up?
Yo, can y'all hear me?
What's up, J Mac?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing? I agree with both of y'all on this topic. The question is, was it a success this season? Probably yeah, on the fact that she got a bunch of haters and what she didn't prove, and how she showed up and didn't show out. And when you got haters, anytime you reach a celebrity status, and you got people that hate on you, they're actually fans. For her next track meet or her biggest track meet when she run it, people go try to look and see if she's gonna fail. So she can actually spin this around. I think she needs to definitely work hard to get a PR because she keep putting herself in situations where like, I don't know why you said that. For as you like C.Y.P, you also educated me on this because you made a good point on it.
Are you listening to the show on your side?
I'm listening.
No, I mean, are you listening to the show on camera and somewhere else? Because he said he can hear echo.
No, I'm not listening nowhere else.
Or is that J Mac?
All right. You also educated me too because I was going hard on her because I actually left the basketball tournament and I got a daughter that compete at a high level and I couldn't wait to get home because I was speaking highly of this kid and I couldn't wait to see her run. And when I got home, I was like, what the fuck? Like I didn't expect to see that. It looked like she just wasn't ready for that moment. It looked like the moment was too big for her and what have you. And I was going hard on her. I like, man, see, that's what I be talking about when y'all don't put in the work, you don't have the confidence in yourself and blah, 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 and just going in on her. But when I spoke to C.Y.P about it, he was explaining to me in the Olympics when you running at and them girls were at the top shape in the best shape of their life. She, no matter what she was doing at the house or what she was doing around the track, it still can compare her for that. So I mean, I gave her a little slack.
I have a question for you, J Mac. Let me ask you a question. Have you followed Sha'Carri Richardson's career?
Yes, I have.
Let me ask you this: Other than her,
I stay in Dallas too, so I stay in Dallas.
okay, so you familiar with it. So let me ask you
Yes.
this. Other than her running 1075 at the NCAA championships, when has she ever ran under 11 seconds in a championship format?
I
Olympic
don't.
trials, man. What you talking about? You forgot
Huh?
that?
What?
You forgot Olympic trials?
I'm
Oh,
not
she
as
was
sure.
disqualified. Don't count. Ben Johnson ran 979 at the
Oh my
Olympics.
goodness! Oh, so you gonna play that card? You gonna play that card?
If you disqualified, it don't count. Since when? If you disqualified, do the time count?
You asked when did she run it? You didn't say when did she qualify. You said when she run it.
It does. If you get disqualified after the race is erased.
Yes, but your whole point is she can't do it. So she did it and got disqualified.
She hasn't done it. I'm saying she hasn't done it.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
Let me finish. She never performed other than in the NCAAs.
And see, that's what I was about to get at. See, that's the problem that when I get to the is really not a success on the strength of the haters and the fans. Like she's definitely established that. But for us big showing up at the biggest stages in track, unfortunately, the Olympics is one, and definitely with the next race being at the people who ran it, and she choked in both of them. So. If I had to answer the question formally, no, she didn't. She got a lot to prove, and she still got a lot to prove. She's young enough to bounce back, but she gonna have to change that personality and her approach to it, and definitely get a PR.
I don't agree with that. I don't think you should ever change your person. I think her personality. I think her personality actually brings something to the track and field that's exciting. She got a lot of Jamaicans rooting against her. He got that rivalry again. It reminds me of that rivalry.
Let me say this. Let me say this personality, because I might have misspoke, because I just said personality, because you don't change who you are, because who you are makes you the special athlete. When I say personality, it's just like her energy and her response, meaning it seems like she get real defensive instead of thinking about her answers, and she can't be snapping, especially if she gonna be this type of woman.
What you expect? Listen,
hey,
she's a hood chick who's fast, who finally gets some attention. She is what she is.
I don't want her to lose her deals. I don't want to lose her deals.
Well, he got 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds.
Look, she's a hood chick who got a little attention, who still ain't performed. She's insecure as hell, so that's why she's snapping. She's young and insecure and immature. We know that. We'll see what happens next year.
But she'll lose one of her sponsorships if they,
that's her fault. It'll take no money out your pocket.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look while you're about to look at the comments.
Listen, Melissa. Now you know I'm about this. I gotta look at. I go by the facts. Melissa Barber. Melissa, you know that.
Hey, listen. Hold on.
She didn't just start running, Melissa. She been running.
Hold on, real quick. We got to wrap this topic up. But we are going to pay homage to what she has done so far, because breaking Don Sewell's NCAA record is hard. That record was 10-7. Listen.
What have you done for me lately?
Hold on.
What have you done in track and field? What has she done lately? What have you done for me lately, Eddie?
Don't have me cut your mic. Listen.
She ain't done nothing, man. Stop playing, man.
Don't have me cut your mic. Because there was a lot of people. Because you notice one thing about him, audience. He never names other women. He likes to name men in comparison to Sha'Carri, which tells you how dominant he really thinks she is. You comparing men to this female. That shows one thing that you believe in her.
Who she beat?
Second this. That record has been attempted by a whole bunch of great women. A whole bunch of great women have ran NCAA track and field. Veronica Campbell, a whole bunch of great women, and none of them were able to break that record. So the fact that Sha'Carri was able to do that, and she wasn't a senior when she did it, she is going to be in the history books for a very, very long time, maybe 30, 40, 50, 60 years. Let's just say she retired today. If she retired today, she's always going to be the NCAA record holder by miles.
She's not in NCAA anymore, dog. She's in the pros, and she's in the history books right now in my book. She's in the history books for being foolish, for being immature, and for being extremely, extremely ghetto. That's what she in the history books for.
See that? You notice how personal you got? You said you don't take it personal. You just make stats, right? You say you stats, but that was personal. That was a personal attack right there. That was a personal attack.
Facts.
That definitely was a personal attack.
Lisa, I'm telling the truth, Lisa. I'm just telling the truth. It ain't a personal attack. It's the facts. The way did you see the way she looked at? Did you see the way she looked at Brianna Williams? She's on Twitter saying she chooses violence. On Instagram, she chooses violence now. The girl is ghetto. You hear the way she talk. She curses on NBC.
We about to move on to the next topic. But I want to leave the audience with this one fact. When she ran 11:10 and took last place, Brianna Williams was in the race, and Brianna Williams beat her. Right? She took last place, but Brianna Williams beat her in this race that she choked in. They raced again, and she smokes Brianna Williams. Brianna Williams runs 11:4. Nobody talks about how she went from 10:9 to 11:4, which is five decimals difference. But we're gonna talk about Sha'Carri going 3 decimals different. So again, they're both young ladies. They both have their careers ahead of them. But we're gonna move on to that, and we can pick this back up on the next one. But next up, we are going to the celebrity boxing. We're gonna do that next. We're going to celebrity boxing because you got Floyd, you got the Logan Pauls, the Jake Pauls, we got the Tyrone Woodleys. That is big right now in boxing. But the question is it good or bad for boxing? I got my opinion. Mario got his opinion. As always, we're gonna go to Mario and see what he thinks of it first. Mario, let us know what you think.
Yeah, I think it's definitely good for boxing. I think that, I've always been told that anybody can box. You can make anybody into a world-class boxer for the most part. I've always been told that. My ex-girlfriend, her father was one of the Finger Twins, and they were big. They were big back in the 90s and stuff, and they was in the welterweight class. And I've been talking to a lot of people who discuss this. And the truth of the matter is, boxing really went down for years. I remember after Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis, boxing got real boring. But when you see guys who are YouTubers who come along and can show what an average, ordinary man can do, I feel like that makes the thing more exciting. It makes people want to get in tune. Boxing, you got to remember, at the end of the day, it ain't about getting knocked out and knocking people out all day. It's about entertainment. It's about making money. It's about going home to your family at the end of the day. So seeing these young guys come in making money, even though they don't have a lot of boxing experience, I definitely think is an amazing thing. I like to see young guys getting money. I like to see people out here challenging themselves to do something else, to do different things. As a matter of fact, when I saw Tyrone Woodley, and he's from my area, I'm from St. Louis, and he's from Ferguson. When I saw him do that, I was really proud of him, even though he lost. But to take that step over that line to boxing and just go over there and take on dude who a YouTuber who be talking trash and all that, and I think it expands boxing's overall market capitalization, because it brings other fans to it who otherwise wouldn't care about who's boxing. So yeah, I definitely think it's a good thing for boxing.
Okay. Let me know if King Born in the call. Let me know. All right. Yeah. King Born, if you still here, let me know. And J-Mac, I'm gonna bring you back because I know what we do is boxing. We do boxing. But there was one thing I know that the people who love boxing are going to hear that's going to trigger them. This man just said that I was told that anybody could be a world-class boxer, a world championship boxer. Who told you that? Did the same person told you that who told you Sha'Carri Richardson was slow? Because both of you are smoking dope.
Nobody said Sha'Carri Richardson was slow.
Oh. Excuse me. You're right. You didn't say slow. I just got slow from all that hate. I just got that. I got it in me. I thought you said she was slow. My bad. You called her other things. Excuse me. I don't want to put words in your mouth. You're good at that. You're good at that by yourself. But listen, this is what you said. Anybody can become a world-class boxer.
Right. Boxing is so awkward.
Have you ever talked to a boxer? Have you ever talked to a boxer before? Have you ever talked to a boxer?
I've talked to plenty of boxers.
No. I said world champion boxer because anybody can do it.
Yes. Devon Alexander from St. Louis. I've talked to Charles Martin, who's from East St. Louis. I said he was world champion. He was world heavyweight. That don't count.
Hold on.
Twins.
Pause for a second. Charles Martin is literally on paper, one of the worst heavyweights of all time. The man was champion for literally 6 months before he got knocked out and got his belt to it. Now, the reason why I brought that up, because I don't usually go on athletes, but Charles Martin was less of a success than Sha'Carri Richardson is in track and field. Like Charles Martin, and you just brought that man up.
But
you just brought that man up to help your argument. Charles Martin is one of the weakest heavyweight champions of all time, but you brought him up because you took a picture with him, but you're going to put down Sha'Carri Richardson.
But he was a champion. When has Sha'Carri Richardson been a champion as a professional?
Sha'Carri Richardson is a record holder. And Charles Martin holds the record. No, this is straight fact off the top of my head. Charles Martin holds the record for shortest title reign in heavyweight boxing history.
No, he's not. No, he is not.
Champion for like 4 months.
No, he's not.
4 months.
No, he's not.
4 months he was champion.
No, he's not the shortest reigning holder.
You got worse. The guy who's worse.
Was it Ruiz? The one who beat Joshua, Anthony Joshua. What about Bruce Seldon?
No.
What about Bruce Seldon?
He was champion for 6 months, man. You got it wrong. You got it wrong. Y'all need to look it up.
Seldon champion. How long was Frank Bruno champion? These guys. What about Buster Douglas when he knocked out Mike Tyson? He got knocked out by Evander Holyfield. His very
good fight. Still longer, and they were still champions longer than Charles Martin.
Okay, 6 months. I can tell you right now when Buster Douglas got knocked out and when he knocked out Mike Tyson. You want me to tell you?
Hey,
because I know you're wrong.
You know what's crazy about that? You killed your own argument because you said Buster Douglas knocked out who?
Mike Tyson.
Who did Charles Martin beat for the championship?
I don't know.
Next caller. You see, he don't know. He don't even know.
Does it matter?
It do matter.
Okay, let me ask you this: who did Bruce Seldon beat for the championship? Who did Frank Bruno beat for the championship?
That ain't my guy. That ain't my guy.
Listen, Charles Martin's not my guy. My only point
is Charles Martin is your guy from St. Louis. You got a picture with the dude. What you talking about? That is your man.
Come on, man. Come on.
That is your man.
Hey, I try to support the home crowd, man. I try to support the home crowd.
Yes. And it's funny to me how if you meet somebody and get cozy with them, all of a sudden you give them a break. No, go hard on Charles Martin like you did Sha'Carri. Because Charles Martin is nothing. He's nothing in comparison to Sha'Carri Richardson. You know Charles Martin is trash. You know that. You know that.
So what you're saying, Los, is that I can't compare women sprinters to male sprinters as far as career, but I can compare women track and field sprinters to male boxers. Is that what you're saying?
No, you can compare accomplishments. You can compare accomplishments between men and women. Not the trajectory. You over here comparing trajectory between male and female sports. No. Accomplishments.
They're both sprinters. A male sprinter and female sprinter can have similar trajectories because they're both sprinters.
But they don't. And that's the same reason why you never brought no women up. You still didn't bring no women up as an example. Even right now, you still bringing up men.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When Allison Felix was 18, she was on the Olympic team. She was on Olympic teams. She was when what's the old girl? Elaine Thompson, Shelly Ann Fraser Price. When she was 21, she won her first Olympic championship. If you remember correctly.
Good for you. You named 2 people. You named 2 people.
But listen, you got to listen. But what I'm saying is that if you're the 6th fastest woman ever, I'm only trying to keep in comparison with people who are high ranking in the sprints. So what I'm saying is that if you look at other women who were out there fast, how he won the title.
Yes. How he win it?
Man, I think he won it because somebody got disqualified. I know it wasn't
got injured.
Yeah, I know it wasn't no knockout.
And it was a vacant title. It was a vacant title. My man didn't even beat a champion. My man has never beat a champion in his whole life. He got it on injury and then lost it 4 months later. And you over here bragging about it.
Oh, hold on. Lisa Barber just said something.
Look.
I know Carmelita Jeter was a world champion, but she won in 2011, lost the Olympics in 2012. I'm sorry. I like Olympic champions. I don't like people who are just world champions. I feel like if she won the world, I feel like if she gonna win the world championship, I do respect it, Lisa. I do respect it, Melissa Barber. But I feel like if you're gonna win that world championship in 2011, you got to come through in 2012 to really back it up to show it really what it is. Let me give you a prime example.
No. Hold on before you continue. What did Charles Martin do to back up his vacant title? What did he do?
He lost.
So if you brought that man up in an argument to help yourself, why are you still down at Sha'Carri? Like, you messed up when you brought Charles Martin up as your St. Louis brethren. That dude is
Sha'Carri
trash.
has never been champion as a professional. He was champion as a professional. I don't care if he was champion for 6 months.
Vacant champion. He was vacant champion. Vacant. Vacant champion.
Hey, look, check this out. If I walk around with that championship belt, them females, nobody don't ask, hey man, did you get it from a vacant title, or did you knock the guy out, or did you get it on split decision? People don't care. Champion is champion.
Hey, and when they see Sha'Carri Richardson in the commercial, they don't say, did she win her last race? They don't say it either. Like, so let's stick to the top.
Look, man, you know good and well the track and field is about winning. It's about winning.
No.
That's what it comes down to. We like Melissa Barber keep mentioning Carmelita Jeter. Look, man, I'm a fan of Carmelita Jeter, but we all know her story. We all know her resume, and it's similar to what a lot of these people's resume is in track and field. All of a sudden, she started running personal best in her late 20s when she hooked up with John Smith, and we know who John Smith is. I love John Smith. Right?
Hey.
I love John Smith, but we know his resume, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
You know what's funny about you? You, man, is that you find fault in everything American, right? But you don't find no fault in nobody else. You didn't find fault in Charles Martin's sorry ass, who won the belt on a vacant versus a nobody we never heard of. Then got knocked out in the UK in front of everybody. You still talk great about him. You talk bad about Sha'Carri when she actually is the face of a sport.
What Charles Martin did was terrible. I'm confused. Mario on the track point.
Yeah, but he's also
Mr. Plummer said he agrees with me on the track point, but I'm reading the comments on here. It says, for one, let me go back. Somebody just commented. Let me comment on what this lady just said.
Go ahead.
The only thing I'm saying, Lakeisha, I want to
comment. That's my wife. That's my wife. There ain't no lady. That's
okay. Your wife. I got you, Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, let me explain something to you, Ms. Moore. Track has one winner also. But guess what? Boxing has one winner also for the individual contest that you win. And let me explain something to you. The bottom line is the man was a champion. Sha'Carri Richardson has never been a champion as a pro. I don't have a problem with Sha'Carri. I hope she has success. But so far, to be America's supposed to be #1 sprinter, she has continuously failed us.
Continuously, my man. Like, why do you keep saying that when she won the Olympic trials, got banned? There's only been 2 meets after that. She done ran 2 times after that, and you keep saying continuously. Like, are you trying to age her? Are you trying to age her out?
No, but she went pro in 2019. In 2019, she failed. She didn't make the United States team.
If she failed so much, then why has she gotten bigger and richer and ran faster? Why?
So are we okay? Listen, if she runs fast in invitational races, does that make her a great sprinter, or does her winning championships make her a great sprinter?
Hey, what makes her a great sprinter is all of it, all of the above. All of the above. Man,
stop. Track and field is about championships. Hey, that's why we know.
I want to touch on.
That's why people know who Carl Lewis is, and most people don't know.
Man, listen to me. Every time you talk about how somebody else is known, you kill your argument because everybody knows her. Everybody knows her. So I don't know why you keep talking about. It matters. It matters if you win or not. What you're doing is right now. You sound like you're about 70 years old, like you stuck in the past. Being known is being known. If somebody knows you, they know you. It don't matter how, they know her. She's the face of the sport. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about it. We even talking about it right now because she's the face of the sport.
Hey, let me ask you something. Not the face of wait. How can she be the face of the sport and she gonna pass up the 2 Jamaican women who won the last 4 Olympic titles, who won most of the last World Championship titles? And all of a sudden, she the face of the sport when she only had the fastest time in the last 20 years, 30 years.
Who is the face of boxing according to you? Who's the face of boxing?
The face of boxing? I'm going to be honest with you. Active boxers,
I ain't asked you that. Did y'all notice what he just did? Don't say active. I ain't asked you who's the face of active boxing. I asked you who the face of boxing is.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't think there's a face of boxing right now. I feel like it has so many different characters in it right now. Because really, I feel like Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are more popular than Deontay Wilder is. Some people may say Canelo is.
That's the next topic. But look,
I know what I'm saying.
This is how I'm answering the question.
I don't think there's a face of boxing.
Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing. When you see Floyd, you see boxing. Let's stop playing games. And Floyd ain't fought in years. So it don't matter. It don't matter if you're active. It don't matter none of that. What matters is when people see you, do you represent that sport? When they see you, do you represent that sport? Floyd Mayweather is the face of boxing, period. You ain't got to be active. You ain't got to be winning. You ain't got to be doing all that. All you got to do is be the most recognizable person. There are girls out there who look up to Sha'Carri for whatever reason they look up to it. There are people who do not know track and field, never even watched it, but will tune in to see her run. She is the face of track and field. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something about Elaine and all of them. Nobody would even know who they are if it wasn't for them beating Sha'Carri. Do you notice that their profile?
The people who be on that who get the medals out on the podium know who they are. They keep seeing them girls.
Oh, now it's about the podium.
Oh shit.
Okay. Now I get you. You switch it up. Now it's about the podium people. Now the average person don't matter. Now it's the podium people.
You can keep the fame, dog. Give me the money. Hey, give me the money in the championships, dog. She wants the fame of the championships is what matters. Hey, Melissa Barber just made a comment on here. Hold on, let me address somebody who just said something on here.
Hold on, real
Melissa
quick.
Barber, you just said I'm stuck in the past. Melissa, you and your sister are some of the most popular United States female track and field athletes ever. But guess what? I guarantee you right now, Melissa Barber, you would trade all that fame, all that adoration for one individual Olympic medal or world championship medal.
Hey,
that's what I'm saying. So you get rid of Instagram followers. People want track and field. People are passionate about their sport and about what they do.
Hey, you know what's funny?
They want championships.
Hey, I gotta call BS on you because when we talking about boxing, correct me if I'm wrong, people. We talking about the celebrity boxing. The celebrity boxing was cool with them. People making their money. It's bringing money to the sport. It's this. It's good. But if we have a female who's bringing eyes to track and field, it's not so good. This man is a trip. So anything Sha'Carri does good, it don't count. But if you flip that to a man or another sport, then it's A-okay with this dude. A-okay with him. So popularity matters. Popularity matters over here, but popularity don't matter over here, right?
Listen, the thing is, the men that we mentioned, they're already champions. One thing I've learned about people and about professional athletes is that, yeah, they want the money. They want the money. I see the time. They want the money, but at the end of the day, people want to be champions. I know Melissa Barber would love to have been a champion. She'll give up all the fame, all the glory, all the adoration for to stand on top of that podium. I know you are famous, Melissa. You are famous. People know you guys are very popular. But the bottom line is people want to win.
You know what's crazy? You know one thing I noticed about him, audience? He talk as if he's the athlete, right? He keeps telling athletes who are chiming in because Lisa is one. That's my girl. Like, that's my girl. She taught me about the game when I first got into track and field. She was one of my mentors in the game. That's facts. I love Lisa. But the fact that he always talks and tells y'all what we want. This is what y'all want. This is what y'all want. Man, please, let me tell you something. If I had an Olympic medal right here in my hand, and you told me here's $5 million for that Olympic medal, I'm throwing it to your ass like a frisbee. I'm throwing it to you like a goddamn frisbee. Like, there are certain people that when you get older, you start to realize what can feed you. What can feed you? All that glory and fame is cool, but we got a lot of dudes who won Olympic medals that ain't doing so well right now. They just ain't doing well right now. But they got Olympic medals. It's a lot of people with Olympic medals that ain't got no money, because the facts of the matter is you get more money outside of an Olympic medal than you do for winning an Olympic medal. Sha'Carri Richardson has made more money this year than Shelly Ann Fraser-Price did for winning that Olympic medal. She's won more money than her. She's been more popular than her. So ask yourself, since Shelly Ann already has three, she already got 3 Olympics.
You really think Sha'Carri get a bigger appearance fee than Shelly Ann Fraser-Price?
No, listen. Stop talking about appearance fee. Stop talking about appearance fee. She got more endorsements. She's richer than her.
Part of what Olympic medals bring.
Are you crazy? You realize they both run for Nike, right? Who's in the commercial? They both run for Nike. Who's in the commercial?
You got to see the paperwork.
Who's on the billboard? They both run for Nike. She makes more money than her. Flashy. But look, we got to go to the next topic.
Have you seen the paperwork, though?
We got to go. We got to go to the next topic. We got to go to the next topic.
Go
My
ahead.
man, I don't need to see the paperwork. I was sponsored.
Of course, the paperwork don't mean nothing. You just
Hey,
go off emotion.
I was sponsored. Lisa was sponsored. We are both sponsored. We know how much they get. Thank you.
See,
All right, topic 3. Hey, we got to move on. We got to move on. Don't have me gavel. I got the gavel.
Go ahead.
Don't have me get the gavel going. Now listen. Oh man, listen. If you are entertained by this show so far, this is only our first show. If you're entertained by this show, you see that cash up right there. Give me a couple dollars, man. Give me a couple dollars. Just tell us you appreciate us. Third topic, final topic, man. Probably my favorite topic. Wilder versus Fury 3. Notice I say Wilder versus Fury. It's not Fury versus Wilder. I am on the Wilder side. I'm going to tell you what I think about it first and then let Mario jump in because this is my guy. Listen to me. Give me the camera. Give me the camera. I want you to give me the camera. Look at me, kings and queens. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Listen, Deontay Wilder is not just going to beat Tyson Fury. He's going to beat him damn near to death. And I mean this. Tyson Fury has tried to get out of the fight, get out of the rematch. I need another year. I need another trainer. I caught COVID, but I'm out here with no mask on buying cars. My whole camp caught COVID, but they come on Twitter and say, we ain't got no COVID. I ain't saying he lying, but I ain't got no COVID. This man has constantly tried to prove to us that he didn't cheat Wilder out of anything in the second fight or the first fight. But if you didn't cheat him, then go ahead and make that $30-40 million and get that and serve him that ass whooping that you keep telling people you're going to give him. Quit trying to run. Quit going on silent. Quit blocking things out. Come on through here and catch that Alabama ass whooping. And I ain't even from the South. If y'all got a problem with Wilder, then y'all got a problem with me because that's my guy. That's my guy. And I believe that man is on verge with the new techniques that he is learning to not just put Tyson Fury away, but to put Tyson Fury in a body bag. J-Mac, let me know if you're on because I want to bring you on for this segment because I know that if King Born's here, bring King Born on because I know that's what they do for the boxing. If anybody else is on here also, let me know. Let me know.
I got it.
Yeah. Bring J-Mac back.
Yo, can you hear me?
That's what I think. So Mario, did you want to hear J-Mac's side of it or you want to go?
Okay, I'll rock since Mario quiet. Let me answer that topic, the mental topic right quick. It's good for casuals who like chaos, who like build up, for dudes to get in there and just talk some good shit and settle their beefs, especially if we got a nice little build up for boxing. For it's bad. It's bad because it seems to be outshining the sport and taking away from the skill set, the time that people put in, and actually, it's crazy because the fights are being made and for the celebrity side better than actual sport today. So that's what my big problem is. For his Wilder and Fury, I'm on the side of Wilder, and it was the best thing that Fury, with the back and forth, allowed Wilder to get as much time to study and focus on his craft and sharpen up his tools. I was of the believe that Wilder would have beat him in the second fight, but some of the things that come away from it, the gloves, the scandals, and everything, Fury seemed like he not interested in making this fight happen. I think it's all bad for Fury. However, Fury does stand a chance. He still has the ability to outbox Wilder, but Wilder had a lot of time. Wilder putting a lot of him and Malik look like they bonded together and spending some quality time with training. Wilder actually looked like he's sharpening up his speed, his switch, his power. And anytime you got a dangerous man like that in front of you that punches fast and can dictate and punches with that type of power, is always gonna be a problem. So I'm curious to see what type of adjustments Fury gonna make in his third fight, which I don't think he will still have this. He will be able to have some of the advantages he had, like what was going on with those gloves and something. I couldn't figure out what he did, but something was going on with those gloves. So I'm looking forward. They're gonna be looking for that too. So I'm looking forward to the next fight and see the adjustments gonna be made. But I got Wilder stopping Fury.
That's good. That's two for Wilder. Is something wrong with his mic? Is he back? Mario, you back to speed that hate? I'm confused. Because if not, I could damn sure give Wilder some more voice on here. Because he need it. He deserves it. I don't know. Let's see. Let's just wait for him to come back. But I do agree with what J Mac said about Wilder. I do think it's time. I think it's finally time for them two to meet. I think it's time for them to get up in that ring and just see who the best heavyweight is in the world, because I believe that fight determines who the best heavyweight is in the world. I'm Team Wilder, win or lose. You always rock with your people, no matter how it goes down. And for a lot of people don't know, I'm boxing insider. I can get you information that you may not know, that maybe that somebody might have lied to you. You come to me, I'll tell you the truth about it. I'll tap in, get to my sources and let you know what's going on. Is that Mario back?
That's me. I had to unmute it. I just had to. I ain't know how to unmute. I just figured it out.
All right, so we're waiting for your take on it. J Mac and myself both agree that it's Wilder's time to shine, and he definitely gonna beat Fury. What do you think?
Let me start off. I feel like Los, you were absolutely biased, my man. You're absolutely biased because you know the deal. I think sometimes you got to take yourself out of a situation and look at the facts and look at what's actually happened. Out of the 19 rounds they've actually boxed, Tyson Fury probably won 14 or 15 of them at a minimum. Okay. Wilder got thoroughly demolished that second fight. You know, him getting hit with a body shot and getting dropped with a body shot, what did that have to do with the gloves? He got outboxed. You know, and I think what's really sad is that people sometimes, a lot of times, go for the more dramatic person. That's just who we are as humans, as Americans. We go for the more dramatic person. I remember when Mike Tyson, who was a knockout artist just like Wilder, when Mike Tyson fought people, everybody went for Mike Tyson. When we went for Evander Holyfield, when we fight Evander Holyfield, we said the same thing. When he went against a lot of guys, we said that even though we knew that Mike Tyson was a decent boxer, but oftentimes he was not the better boxer with guys he faced. This situation is very similar to Mike Tyson, but we're talking about a guy who was a lot less skilled than Mike Tyson. Yes, if he catch you flush, or if he catch you on the fly, or if he catch you on a rocket on your heels, or coming forward or something, he gonna knock you out. No doubt about that. But Fury has showed time and time again, especially Fury came off their layoff, that first fight that they had in December 2018, that Fury is simply in a different class than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, he's going to be waiting 12 rounds for one punch to catch this dude slipping. I believe Deontay Wilder gets stopped again. He was thoroughly punished. He threw in the towel. This is a guy who talked about he want to get a body in the ring. He's been bragging for years about wanting to get a body in the ring. But when it came time for him to be that body in the ring, when it came time for him to, you know what I'm saying, see that mortician, his people threw in the towel. His people
what happened?
Let me.
What happened to the dude who threw in the towel?
Can I get
this? What happened to the dude who threw in the towel? Since you think you're funny and you tell the audience something they don't know. What happened to the dude who threw in the towel?
He fired him. He fired him.
Okay, so Wilder wasn't the one who wanted to not go out on the shield, because Wilder has interviews and has told y'all, if something happened to me in the ring, let me die out there. So to say what he's trying to do to y'all, he's trying to do to y'all is what Mario does. Hold on.
You think he wanted to be Apollo Creed? You think Wilder really wanted to be Apollo Creed? Yes or no? Look at my eye. No. Do you think he wanted to be Apollo Creed?
Excuse me. I got something to say. You brought it up, and now you get questioned on it. You want to change it. You just tried to tell my audience that Wilder was too scared to catch his own body, so his people threw in the towel when that dude got fired just for that. Wilder has told them. He told them prior to the fight, years, every fight he fights. He says, if I can give out these ass whoopers to these people, then I can take my ass whooping. So don't anybody ever throw in the towel for me. And if you do, it's grounds for fire. He fired that dude, and now you back here telling my audience these bullshit lies. That's one thing you're not gonna do, is get away with lying. So what I want to grant a motion to remove that from the court. We are striking that from the record. My producers here. We are striking that from the record.
Can I get back in? Because I want to respond to some stuff he said. All right. As far as the body shot, I'll say this. When I watched the fight, I was in amazement because I didn't understand why Wilder responded to some of Fury's punches like that. And Fury's had never been known for a knockout puncher or just been that one hit guy to make people respond like that. Wilder fought Luis Ortiz 2 times, and Luis Ortiz is a harder puncher than Fury, and actually an accurate puncher. And Wilder responded pretty. I mean, he got buzzed in one of the fights. I think that was in like the 3rd or 4th round in the first fight, and then in both fights he struggled, but he was able to put Luis Ortiz away. And so looking at this fight, I mean, I was in shock, believe, because it didn't look like Wilder was out of 100% or something went different. But coming away from the win, I gave Fury his props to I start seeing the glove. So for people who dismiss that, I think they need to educate themselves because something was up with those gloves. The way he was bending them, the way he was sliding up on their wrists, and how he was moving his gloves up and down. When you fight, you tape your gloves up. You don't slide your gloves up and down. You want to keep your gloves tight. You want to keep them strapped to your wrist so they won't be sliding up and down because it become a headache in a fight. And Fury obviously likes to slide his gloves up and down, and still haven't proven why he was doing it, but something was up with those gloves. And I think this third fight, like I was saying, the best thing that could have happened for Wilder was to get this time to reflect and start sharpening up his tools. You say he's just gonna try to land the biggest shot. Wilder is actually fighting and looking like he's training more tight. So that means his chin gonna be tucked a lot more. So that means he's more devastating with delivering punches. When your chin is tucked and fighting, you can take punches and take shots a lot better.
Good punch in the bag. It always look good punch in the bag.
Hold on, bro.
Go fight a championship boxer. Let's see how good it look.
But we can't critique the fact that he's making adjustments. Though.
5 minutes.
The fact that he is making adjustments and going forward, what I seen, some of the things I thought Wilder needed to touch on going forward. I can't wait to see how he put it together. But he don't. It's not just hitting the bag. It's just certain things that need to be worked on going forward for Wilder to be fair.
You don't know until you're in the ring with another championship boxer. It looks good when you spar. It looks good while you hitting the mat, while you're in the mitts. It looks good while you punching the bag.
Newsflash, Mario, J Mac coaches boxing. See that there's a lot this dude do.
It's a lot of different opinions.
You gotta understand something. You gotta understand something about my friends. I don't have them call in because they just regular people. They know what the topics are specifically. Like you telling first you telling me and Mick about sponsorship, and now you telling J Mac the boxing coach about what it takes to be a boxer.
Oh, hold on. Let me correct you on something. Number one, that was Lisa. Number one. And number one, Lisa or you have not seen Sha'Carri Richardson's contract, have you? Or Shelly Ann Frazier? Yes or no?
Oh my goodness!
Yes or no? Y'all don't got the answers. Y'all haven't. Y'all don't have y'all haven't done the education. Y'all don't have the facts.
Hey, have you seen Shelly Ann's contract?
No.
All right then.
So my point exactly, but let's just use logic, right? Let's just use logic. Hey, J Mac, let me ask you a question, right? Let's just say this is a boxer who's been a champion off and on for a very long time. Matter of fact, last year he was world champion. He just got knocked off his throne this year. He was the world champion in 2008. He was the world champion in 2012. He got all these accolades over the last 13 years. He's been a champion more oftentimes than not. Okay. Then you got another person who comes along who maybe got a few wins. No wins against no champions though. No wins against no champions. But all of a sudden this person is looking good and making some noise, but hasn't really performed yet when it counts. Who you think is making more money in appearance fees or just in general from the sport or from anything altogether? And just as a general matter, and it usually gonna be the person who's been around longer and who's been
not in track and field. Hey, J Mac, let me help you out.
That makes sense as a form of common sense.
Hey, some of the biggest contracts in track and field come to stars coming out of college. Okay, some of the biggest contracts in track and field are from the stars coming out of college.
Okay,
hold on, man. Because you've been running your mouth about something you know nothing about. Some of the biggest contracts come. Andre DeGrasse his contract is for $800,000 out of college. Like you know nothing. They
out of college 5 years.
Out of college, the big one.
Like 5 or 6 years though.
The reason I use it is because it's one of the highest. You don't know anybody else on paper who's making more than that.
9.75 win rated in college and like 19.5 win rated.
Hey, how fast is Sha'Carri running? How fast is Sha'Carri running? Say it.
Did she go to the Olympics?
Now see, there we go with that bullshit. This is why people gonna hate you, because you run your mouth and then when you question about the shit you say, you change the topic. You just said Andre DeGrasse ran 9.75 when dated in college. How fast did Sha'Carri Richardson run in college? Go ahead.
1075.
Was it wind dated?
No.
Was it the NCAA record?
Yes.
Bam! That's why she got that high ass contract. We gotta move on. 1 minute left. I want to thank everybody. Everybody. We gotta go. We gotta go.
How much she get?
We gotta go.
How much she get?
We gotta go. We gotta go.
My point exactly. You can't tell how much she got though.
We gotta go. You can't tell us how much nobody got. Listen, you can't tell us how much nobody got. You ain't got the bank account. Hold on. And thank you, wifey. And we got Sydney McLaughlin. Sydney McLaughlin signed out of college as well, and she's one of the highest paid track and field stars in the world. Also,
she was
out of college. Out of college.
Hey,
he's a millionaire. Also out of college.
An Olympian.
Somebody tell this man.
She was an Olympian before she even got out of high school.
Listen to me. Like I said, Sha'Carri Richardson is one of the highest paid track and field stars in the world. You don't like it, you ain't gotta like it. But I want to thank all y'all for coming. We will be back next Wednesday by popular demand. Get used to this. J-Mac, thank you so much for coming through on our first show, man. I appreciate you. And if y'all really liked it, go hit that Cash App C.Y.P. training, drop me $5 so it can help me get Mario some creatine because I don't want to share mine. So it can help Mario get some casein because I don't want to share mine. But for everybody here, controversially correct. What'd you say? Controversially correct. Everybody here, we thank y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see y'all. Me and Mario. Thank you. We gone.
That's that ain't possible.